Hey guys, and welcome back to the 5-Minute Roundup, where we recap everything that's happened in the nerd world this week. We got a lot to cover. I'm your host, Gregory Lee. Let's just jump right into it. Guys, just last week we had our first look at Robert Pattinson's new Batman suit. If you didn't check it out, first of all, it looked great. Second of all, you can check it out on our Instagram at It's Nerd Culture. I remembered. That pause was me remembering. Anyway, this week we had a new look at the suit. We had a full kind of head to toe. We got a little bit of the motorcycle in there too. And honestly, seeing it in a different light, it looks good. Not my favorite Batman suit so far, but it looks more like tactical armor, more practical like Batman suits have always been. But this one looks a little bit more militarized or noir looking, like more of an old school Batman. I will say, not a huge fan of the gauntlets. It look like they have like little blow darts on them, but color scheme, the armor, the look, the cowl and everything. The ears are always weird, but you get used to them. I think that the suit just looks good, but there are a few tweaks and changes that I'm not a huge fan of, but that's just my opinion. What is your opinion? Guys, this is a big piece of news, so I know someone out there has an opinion. Leave it down in the comments below. We will talk to you because we like to talk to you. Talk to us so we can talk to you. But in other movie news, The Matrix 4. Yes, The Matrix 4 is happening. We have a release date, May 21st, 2021. And we have a bit of casting news. Brian J. Smith has been casted in a mystery role. Brian J. Smith is known mostly for his work on Sense8, where he did work with the Wachowski sisters on Sense8. So, kind of just a melding of the minds. They obviously work very well together. So, why not bring him on to one of their biggest movie franchises that they've ever worked on? The Wachowski sisters have been reached out to direct The Matrix 4, so keeping it all in the family. Love it. We will see what happens on May 21st, 2021. So even more movie news, because there was a lot of movie news this week. New Mutants apparently is ready. It's been 2 years of reshoots, rewrites, scheduling conflicts, basically anything under the sun to make sure that this movie was pushed back. It was pushed back. But we have Anya Taylor-Joy, one of the stars of New Mutants, saying that the final cut is ready, and writer-director Josh Boone has been quoted as saying he's happy with it. So I think it's happening, guys. New Mutants is set to release April 3rd of this year. And if it gets pushed back again, I don't know if this movie will ever come out. But this is the longest it's had its release date, so it has to come out, right? It just has to. So how about a little video games with your movie news? Borderlands film. Yes, you heard that right. A Borderlands film. The Borderlands series has been knocking video games out the park since 2009. So as of right now, Eli Roth has been signed on to direct the new Borderlands film. He is known for Inglourious Basterds, a lot of horror films. So I would like to see where his vision will translate to Borderlands. Will it be like horror? Will it be kind of like a dark comedy like Inglourious Basterds? I personally think that they should definitely get the writers from the video games to help out on this script, just because they have already crafted such a beautiful and perfect world that I can't imagine them not being a part of this process. So Eli Roth, if you're listening, please reach out to those writers. They're amazing. And also, Eli Roth, thanks for being a fan of Nerd Culture. So on to a bit of gaming news. We have Animal Crossing New Horizons. They just released their Animal Crossing Direct, which outlined a bunch of new features for Animal Crossing New Horizons. and a lot of people are excited for this game. Some of these new features include choosing your own hemisphere so that the weather in the game will match up to the weather outside of your window. You also have a few new island services. You have 24/7 crafting tips, so you can get tips and tricks for crafting 24 hours, 7 days a week. You have shops where you can go and shop for things. I clearly don't play Animal Crossing. And there's an airport now so that you can go and visit your friends' islands. And that's one of the biggest new features, because all of the islands in Animal Crossing New Horizons will be customizable. Yes, you can basically take that deserted island that Animal Crossing is set on and build it and change it and shape it into your own reality. You can make an Animal Crossing New Horizons New York, honestly, which seems to be something that the fans have been really waiting for. And I commend Nintendo for listening to the fans and letting them build in this new sandbox that they've created. And guys, with that, that was a 5-minute roundup. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. And guys, that was the 5-minute roundup for this week. Hopefully it was 5 minutes. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to share it with your friends, share it with your enemies, share it with your mom, share it with your dogs, because we love dogs here. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything that you can be followed on, because we're on there. And you know, here at Nerd Culture, we like to leave you with a little bit of a tidbit, a little bit of news that might have slipped past your radar. So we're gonna talk about that new James Bond poster, him riding the bike through the Italian cities and everything. It looked good. This is Daniel Craig's swan song, his last ride at James Bond, and they are clearly going all out for it. And if you haven't checked it out, check it out. You might have seen a cool guy in the middle of that new poster. But with that, guys, that's a 5-minute roundup. It's been a pleasure. I'm your host, Greg, and it's Nerd Culture. Take it easy, guys.